We begin tonight with continuing coverage of breaking news out of West Fargo as fire crews remain on the scene of a fire.
It's at 3718 2nd Street East. The call came in just before 9 and involved a barn or a larger garage. Joshua Peguero is live on the scene for us with more details. Joshua?
Andrew and Mike, I just finished speaking with the chief of the West Fargo Fire Department, and he said that it's a barn. The barn was on fire about an hour ago. There were called multiple agencies from Cass County were called to assist, and he says the biggest challenge with this fire is that there aren't any fire hydrants. They've had to pull water or get water onto the scene right now. He said it's contained. The flames have been extinguished, but they're expecting a long night here, just putting out little spots here and there. But again, we just got done here like 2 minutes ago speaking to the West Fargo Fire Chief Dan Fuller, and he confirmed that it was a barn fire. There is some equipment inside. No one was injured. Luckily, no one was injured. There is some stuff that's damaged inside. It's a working farm, according to the fire chief. Now, I'm going to take you behind me where you can see there are some flames still shooting out of this barn. It's not as bad as it was earlier. We got video earlier, which you're about to see and roll on, of flames that were shooting out of that barn. There was smoke was billowing into the air. The area was cut off from cars coming in and coming out. The multiple fire agencies were here. They're still here battling this fire. But again, the fire chief I just spoke to 3 minutes before coming on air said that this was a barn fire. They have it under control. There was equipment inside. They don't have a cause, but no one was injured. Again, luckily no one was injured in this barn fire. This is a working farm in West Fargo. So I'm gonna send it right back to you live in the studio. Andrea and Mike reporting live. Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live at 10.
All right. Thank you so much, Joshua. We'll keep you updated on this fire on valleynewslive.com. In the meantime, fire crews were also busy taking care of a deck fire in South Fargo this evening. The call came in around 9:20 for crews to head to 915 43rd Street South. That's an apartment building across from Whale of a Wash. The initial call stated that a third-floor balcony was on fire, but when crews arrived, they found a small fire, and at this point, no smoke or flames. They're currently checking the balconies below to make sure the fire didn't spread. There is very little damage, we're told.
We live in an area where everyone's out in their yard and stuff all the time, so it really had to be the perfect scenario for it to happen and work out and not get caught.
It's a case of a hand caught in the cookie jar. A thief was captured on several surveillance cameras stealing from a home in Fargo's Osgood neighborhood.
As a very busy Valley News team's Joshua Peguero reports, the homeowner says he's bothered that a thief would be brazen enough to take stuff while he was at home.
Casey Nauman had just pulled into his driveway to get a bite to eat and to see his newborn baby girl before returning to work. His garage door was open and he thought little of it.
It was quick. He was in here for not even 10 seconds.
The he Nauman is speaking of is a thief caught on several surveillance cameras in this Osgood neighborhood Tuesday. Nauman first noticed stuff was missing Thursday from inside his garage.
It just surprises me that in the middle of the day, that there's vehicles in the driveway, doors are open, and they come and take your stuff.
Nauman's garage camera caught a clear view of the man. You can see him briefly checking the area out before making his move into Nauman's garage. He stole a leaf blower and chainsaw. In this video, you can see the man driving around this neighborhood in Osgood, looking at people's front yards, trying to grab some stuff that they might have placed for cleanup week.
He was picking up stuff from the neighbors and like some stuff in my garage, I guess.
Nauman missed him by about 30 seconds.
There's footage of me coming out, getting in the pickup and getting in, starting it up, and he's rounding the corner. So I just missed him.
Although his total loss is $500, Nauman says his sense of security was violated. He also recommends people buy a surveillance camera.
We got his face, we got his vehicle, so it's just a matter of time now.
With a camera he only paid $300 for, Nauman captured a priceless image of a bandit caught red-handed. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
Nauman adds that he reported the theft today to Fargo police. He was planning to meet with an officer tonight at his home in Osgood.
An Ogama man who had 5 active warrants out for his arrest is behind bars tonight after police say he led them on a high-speed chase. Deputies with the Becker County Sheriff's Department say it started this afternoon when they stopped a vehicle for passing in a no-passing zone on County Highway 21. When deputies approached the vehicle, they say 27-year-old Jamie Lee Bevins Jr. took off. During the chase, speeds reached at least 100 miles per hour. Bevins was eventually arrested along with the 5 warrants. He's now facing charges of fleeing a police officer and motor vehicle theft.
The father of a 2-year-old child is facing multiple charges after police say he was intoxicated while behind the wheel, leading him to crash his car with his child inside. That crash happened in the 4900 block of Rose Creek Parkway South last night. When officers arrived on the scene, they found that blue passenger car resting on its roof in the boulevard. The driver, 27-year-old Trent Allen Klingman. He was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol with a minor in the vehicle and aggravated reckless endangerment. His blood alcohol, according to police, was twice the legal limit. More than 1,000 years worth of cold cases across the United States solved in just the last 9 months. And it's all thanks to a breakthrough in how we think about and use DNA.
Police are teaming up with genealogists to track killers through their bloodline. Valley News Team's Rachel DePompa breaks open the new world of DNA detectives.
These are the faces of lives stopped suddenly, violently. And these are the people now charged with murder, alleged killers, undetected for years. But in 2019, there's a new hope.
We found the needle in the haystack.
Using decades-old DNA and recreating family trees, Sacramento police tracked down a man now accused of more than 50 rapes and 13 murders. The alleged Golden State Killer. Inside Parabon Nanolabs is a group of scientists having an incredible impact across the country.
You certainly didn't think of this when you were going to school for genetics or computer science.
When GSK broke, it was a chance to look at how the public would respond to perpetrator cases.
Parabon's helped law enforcement across the country in making positive identifications in nearly 50 cold cases.
This couldn't have been done even 5 years ago.
Cases like 8-year-old April Tinsley in Fort Wayne, Indiana. She vanished in April 1988, walking to a neighbor's house. Her body found dumped in a ditch 3 days later, sexually assaulted and strangled. Over the years, her killer taunted police.
When you read about this, you get so angry that this happened.
It's one of the first big breakthroughs for Parabon.
You're excited about assisting. At the same time, you're dealing with family members who are having to relive these things.
Parabon helps police find a match in 2 different ways. It pioneered DNA phenotyping. The company creates visuals of what a potential suspect could or would look like. The DNA gives them skin color, eye color, face shape, and a certified forensic artist fills in the rest.
It's almost like the DNA is that witness describing to the artist what it saw.
And then there's genetic genealogy. They're using a public database called GEDmatch. It's been popular with genealogists for years.
Parabon and police then take DNA found at crime scenes and add it to GEDmatch. Matches come back for distant relatives, 3rd or 4th cousins, and that's when the real time-consuming work begins. Genetic genealogists build family trees for each of those matches.
We're all running around the office saying, okay, we need to get them on the phone right now. They need to know.
When detectives knocked on the trailer door of John D. Miller one Sunday in Indiana, they say the 59-year-old already knew why they were there. He's now serving 80 years for the murder of April Tinsley.
Seeing the family of some of these victims finally have some answers is why investigators continue searching through history to find present-day killers who thought they got away.
We're learning more tonight about allegations made by Essentia Health. The health organization says that they've noticed a trend where FM Ambulance is disregarding patient requests to be taken to Essentia, opting instead for their parent company, Sanford. Essentia officials today saying that they have filed grievances with FM Ambulance, adding that they're working with the North Dakota Department of Health on the issue. Essentia says the problem comes into play only in non-critical situations, saying that there are already protocols in place for EMS personnel when a patient needs life-saving care. Sanford, for its part, adamantly denies any wrongdoing.
Vice President Mike Pence made a stop in the Valley today to push for a new trade deal. Pence made the brief stop at a farm near Glendon, Minnesota, to show his support for the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. The USMCA, if approved, would replace the current NAFTA.
I believe it's absolutely essential that Congressman Peterson, who chairs the House Agriculture Committee, carry the message of agriculture here in Minnesota and across America to the Democratic leadership in the House and say, American agriculture and America need Congress to vote on the USMCA.
In addition to needing congressional passage, the new trade deal would need to be ratified in Mexico and Canada.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with No Wait Weather.
And here's a look at our tower cam time lapse. Valley News Live Storm Team Skycam Network shot in Fargo with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies throughout the day. We stayed dry, but a breezy northerly wind kept temperatures down. We should be into the upper 60s this time of year, only into the upper 50s into the Fargo area. And with the clear skies and the wind starting to die down, temperatures will fall pretty quickly, already into the mid to upper 30s out toward Jamestown, Valley City. Fargo out toward Detroit Lakes, Fergus Falls into the mid 40s, but some lower 40s across most of the rest of Lakes Country, with a 37 in Bemidji and Devil's Lake, and into the Northern Valley. Temperatures into the low to mid 40s. Winds have been dying down. They were a little breezy, around 15 to 30 miles per hour. Now around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and looking off toward Bismarck, Minot, already calm. So we'll see this trend continue through the overnight period. Some clouds off to the west of our viewing area and to the east of our viewing area, and we are seeing mainly clear skies in between because high pressure is cresting over us right now. We were on its cool side for the day today with that breezy northerly wind keeping temperatures down even with the amount of sunshine we got. The high will move off to the east over the day tomorrow. We'll tap into more of a southerly flow, and we will keep partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, but temperatures will be on their way up with more sunshine and that southerly breeze. Now here's the hour-by-hour forecast overnight. We've got mainly clear skies and not a lot of wind, and that will make temperatures fall into the upper 20s and lower 30s. Look for areas of frost into the morning, and then we get that southerly wind, and it will be a little breezy by the afternoon. Again, we could be near 15 to 30 miles per hour with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures getting into the mid-50s to mid-60s depending on where you are across the region. In Fargo, starting off around 32 degrees, but topping off at 64, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. The breezy southwesterly winds getting temperatures a lot warmer tomorrow compared to today. Temperatures into our Minnesota counties, some areas into the mid-50s, most of us though into the low to mid-60s through the day tomorrow. And that all changes unfortunately for Saturday. Increase in clouds overnight Friday into Saturday, and we will see periods of light rain anytime through the day on Saturday. And with the clouds and the rain, it will be a lot cooler as temperatures will only be into the 50s. Here's the photo of the day. It's called Squirrel Chowing Down in Fertile. Thank you, Vincent, for this one. We'll use it in the background of the 7-day forecast. And tomorrow at 64, but a 58 for Saturday. We will see skies cloud up with periods of rain to start off the weekend. 65 for Sunday, though. Mother's Day looks good with mostly sunny skies and partly cloudy skies Monday and Tuesday, lower 70s, but we can't rule out a passing rain shower either day, and that cools us off into the upper 60s Wednesday, but mostly sunny, partly cloudy by Thursday, and a high of 70.
That squirrel's treated pretty well. It looks like it's got a cinnamon bun.
Hey, they left some really good food out for the squirrel.
I guess so, yeah. No more nuts. Thanks, Justin.
Yep.
Up next on Valley News Live at 10, what's being called cutting-edge treatment and aiming to treat dogs with cancer like never before.